Hello my lovely ladies. So today's video is about my majority used high-end lipstick collection. There is one or two high street brands in here, but this is majority of, well actually this is pretty much everything that I own when it comes to lipstick that are high end. I don't have a massive collection. I've mentioned this in my previous videos. So I went through a massive decluttering before I moved into my own place with my husband, and I got rid of a lot of the stuff that I wasn't using. So this is pretty much all I own when it comes to my high-end lipsticks. It's not too much, but it's all the shades that I use, that I need, and that I go through. And I've tried to incorporate the rule of one in, one out. So when I get something new, something old has to go out. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So these two over here are both Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, and I'm going to start with this one. So my camera's not focusing, but this one is called Bond Girl, and it's actually a beautiful burgundy shade, burgundy nude I would almost say, and it's one of my favorite shade. It looks really pretty in everyday kind of everyday makeup looks, I'd say. So this is the second Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and this is called Red Carpet Red. So I love the name for this. My camera is not focusing again, but this is again an absolutely gorgeous shade of red. As you can see, it's again got hints of burgundy in there. I would say it's like a burgundy red almost. It's not like red with undertones of yellow almost, if that makes sense, but this is more of like a burgundy red. But again, this is one of my favorite shades again. Okay, and moving on to the next lipstick. So this one is Urban Decay, and I've actually got two more at the back there. This came in the Urban Decay Cherry Palette Vault that my husband gifted me. I like these shades. I won't say I'm a fan of it. First of all, just because I prefer matte lipsticks over sheer, and these are sheer lipsticks, so it gives you that like hint of like sheen in your lips. And also because I just think that the shades in here don't complement my skin tone. I'm an olive skin tone, and I personally don't prefer them on the way they look on me. But maybe, you know, other people do prefer them. But for me personally, I just don't like the way it looks. Unless I mix like other shades into it, I guess. So Cherry Cream is the first shade. This one I do like because I'm just a fan of burgundy lipsticks. So this is a bit more on the darker side, so I guess good for the winters. And then I'm actually going to show you the two Urban Decays at the back as well, since we're going into the Urban Decay lipsticks. So this is probably my least favorite shade. It's called Juicy. Camera is not focusing. This is more on the peach side, and I'll open this up. So this is like a nice nude peach, but it's got glitter in it, as you can see, and it's very sheen finishing, and personally it's just a bit too peachy nude for my liking. I prefer my nudes to have hint of pinks and burgundy in there, so I personally do not prefer this shade. I do use it, but I just end up mixing other lipstick shades with this. So the next one by Urban Decay is called Devilish, and this is more towards the pink, but again this has hints of glitter in it, or metallic, as it said on the bottom. And again, this gives you sheen finish, which I'm not a fan of, but I just mix it with other matte lipsticks, and then it's not too bad. But if someone I'm sorry about that noise, guys. It's the ice cream man. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Shein lipsticks. I prefer the matte ones. So moving on, these two are YSL, and the lids here, they were on special edition lids. So I think they came in 3 colors, orange, white and red, and I chose the white and the red. So this is in the shade 217. I don't think it has a name. It's in the shade 217. And if I remember this correctly, it's a gorgeous nude, I think. Yeah, so it's a gorgeous pinky nude. And this is my absolute favorite shade. I really like the way this looks on your lips. And I think it complements every skin tone. But the good thing about lipsticks is, guys, that you can really mix and match different colors and just make your own unique shade that is just unique, and it looks really gorgeous with different outfits. I do that with a lot of my lipsticks. I don't just stick to one shade. I tend to mix and match my lipsticks, and it just gives it like a unique color. It looks really nice. So this one, before I open it, is in the shade 14, and this one has the red special edition lid, and this is just a pure red. I have lots of reds, guys, so bear with me. So this is that. Okay, and then moving on, we have a Elizabeth Arden one. And this is in, holding it the other way around. This is in the shade Breathless, number 31. And I think this is another nude, if I remember it correctly. Oh God, this is all smudged, guys. So I'm not gonna try and open this too well. But it's like a nice burgundy. Obviously this lipstick needs cleaning, so I'm just gonna leave this on the side. And for those of you, yes, that is my NHS work badge. I work in the NHS, which is the healthcare system here in the UK, I guess you can call it. Okay, so this over here is a MAC one, and this is in the shade, it's not focusing again. This is in the shade Studded Kiss. And I'm pretty sure it's a matte one. So we're gonna try and open this. Okay, so this is like a dark burgundy MAC shade. Wonderful. Right, moving on to the next one. This is by Gerard Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Underground. So I actually hadn't tried this out. I was recommended it by a friend, but it was just a bit too brownish nude for my liking. But again, this is like a brownie nude. I tend to mix other burgundy pinky nudes with it, as you can see on top, just to give it the color that I personally like. But that's that. And then next, so I'm not gonna go into showing you this one or this one because they are not high street, well, they're not high-end brand, they're literally high street brands, and one's a lip balm and the other one is just a bourgeois, don't know how you call it, but it's just a bourgeois liquid lipstick. Okay, so the next one over here is another MAC one, and it's called Viva Glam. And this is actually, I think this was the limited edition collection when they had a collab with Rihanna, I believe. And this is again a nice burgundy, so perfect shade for winter times. Okay, moving on. This is in the shade, I think I'm holding it the other way around, Cream Sheen Speak Louder. There we go, Cream Sheen Speak Louder, and I think this is a nice pink shade. Here we go. So this is a beautiful reddy pink shade. Hints of red, hints of pink. But again, I normally tend to mix this with some kind of nude or red, really. So moving on, we have another Gerard Cosmetics lipstick, and this is in the shade Vintage Rose. I love any lipstick shade with hints of pink and red in it because I just think they look gorgeous. And again, this is that kind of shade. It's like a hint of pink and red. So again, beautiful shade, ladies. And again, we all know that nude lipsticks can pretty much go with everything and anything. So I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to go into the Shiseido one. So this is in the shade 516 Exotic Red. And this is a beautiful red shade again. There we go. Right, and next one is a Chanel one, and this is in the shade Rouge Allure Velvet in shade 47, so it's not focusing. And this is a gorgeous nude again. Here we go. It's a nice nude, but more towards the burgundy side. So that is beautiful. Okay, and then moving on, this is actually a lip balm. I'm not going to open it. It's by Givenchy. It's got a hint of pink in it, and it's just beautiful. It looks very cute, and it's a tiny little travel size, and it's just adorable. And then in the last row, we have a Elizabeth Arden. This is probably one of my oldest lipsticks one of my first and oldest lipsticks that I own. And it's in the shade Strawberry Sorbet 06. And it is a peachy, pinky coral kind of color. It looks very nice and gorgeous in the summer, of course, with the shade that it is. It's a nice coral peachy color that looks gorgeous in the summer because it pops out, and bright colors look amazing in the summer. Next shade is by MAC, and it's called Retro Matte All Red Up. It's not focusing, but this is again a pinky red. So red with a lot of hints of pink in it. Next we have over here is another Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade The Queen. What a name, guys. Own it. You own a lipstick like that. It's called The Queen. And it looks like it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous pink red shade, which is just beautiful. This would just look so good in evening with any dress, to be honest. Okay, moving on. This is a lip gloss. I'm not going to open it. It's by Elizabeth Arden, and it's just like a peachy pink, so Sunset in the shade 03, and it's got a hint of beautiful glitter shimmering through. So it's a very subtle color. Last Charlotte Tilbury is called Amazing Grace, and I don't think I've used this one yet, so I only recently got this. No, I have used it. So this is again like a nice burgundy pinky color. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. I own a lot of like pink kind of burgundy nudes. It's because it's one of my favorite colors. I know this shade seems like they're all quite similar. They are quite similar, I'm not gonna lie, but they do give you a different effect when you actually apply it on your lips. And the last one I have here is Anastasia liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Crush, and it's a beautiful, beautiful nude again. It can just go through with any outfit really, Western, Indian. It just complements any outfit, any skin tone. And it's just, I love how well Anastasia liquid lipsticks last on your lips. Like you could be eating and just, I don't know, drinking throughout the night, the day, and it just really stays on. It's got a long staying power, so I really like this about the liquid lipsticks. But yeah, that is everything in my collection, guys. I hope you enjoyed the videos. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and look forward to a new video every Monday. Take care, dolls. Bye.